Ryan is...
The fuck I can't.
He's
steer the
putting
ship,
on a
dude.
facade. He wants to silence our speech until we record.
Yeah, you want to get rich and jump off the paraglider that I built you.
I believe in free speech for all, Ryan.
Until you can jump off the paraglider in a fucking spaceship.
I would have done my part at that point. If you
I thought about the fake alien invasion today and what I'm going to say to all my coworkers when they're like, oh my God, the alien overlords are here. I'm like, the fuck they are.
If I give you all the information and we bring down the world and I take off and you aren't grateful because I left, shame on all of you. I did my part. I brought it all to the light, Ryan. The whole Epstein pedophile, the ring, all of it, Ryan.
I love Dave's officially on the Save the World train now that we have global pedophiles like in the limelight. It's like, all right,
you can't have that shit. You can't have that.
Yeah, it's now I have now.
Me and Ryan
Dave's like day before is chickens.
Island.
I'm gonna grow chickens, have fucking bees, have my own honey and blueberries. But them fucking pedophiles, I just can't go to bed at night.
Ryan, we will build a sub. We will use a video game controller to control it. We will go to Epstein Island. We will invade. I know they're still there. I'll fucking
There's fake.
I will blow that temple up on camera. I don't give a fuck, Ryan. Let's do it.
We should go to Epstein Island.
We're going, dude. We're going.
We should.
I want the documents, Ryan. I want the documents. Who built it? Who's a part of all of it?
Dave,
the electricians.
Yes, I will pull the classic. I don't even need a jumpsuit. I'm going to go there with a high-vis shirt on, a hard hat, and tell them that I'm there for routine electrical maintenance on the island. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm just here to service the cameras.
Yep. Local 41. Well, sure are.
Ryan, do you have an issue with Snickers bars? Are your favorite?
Snickers, great candy bar of all time.
Really?
Greatest candy bar.
A Snickers bar?
Yeah.
They had the
How about them Cowboys, dude? They're the greatest.
No, for real. In all seriousness, you know what the best one is? It's the peanut butter Twix. Those are fucking crazy.
Peanut butter.
Dude, peanut butter.
Three Musketeers is high on the list. Kit Kat is superior to Reese Cup.
I'll give a Big Cat too. Big Cats are solid.
Kit Kat is superior to Reese Cup, but nobody wants to have that conversation. Twix is probably better than Reese Cup, depending. But Snickers is the superior candy bar.
I can get down with a big cup, but a regular Reese Cup it's underwhelming.
Musketeers is a solid 8. It is the pinnacle of candy.
They one thing about the Reese though that I will put a stipulation on. They had an Elvis peanut butter cup like fucking years ago. Yeah, they were. Oh my
Banana,
God.
You remember this?
Yes.
Producer remembers this.
Yes.
Oh my God. They
Banana
were so
Reese Cup.
My mom was obsessed with
crazy, and it wasn't fake artificial banana flavor. It was banana flavor. It was
a real
crazy.
banana. It was a real banana, Dave.
Oh, they were. So
Dave, what are you gonna do in like 7 to 17 months when they re-release these? And you're like, I fucking told you. That was the next prediction.
Oh my God, they were so great. I'll say this too, though. I don't know if I should have. I don't know if I should have an important say in the candy bar talk because I'm not really a sweet tooth.
Also, super underrated candy bar that you don't enjoy unless you're poor. One, Charleston Chew.
Oh, those are outstanding. So good. Old man candy, for sure.
So good. And then Payday's really good. I don't know why they're just
like
the salty
the nuts that are just glued together with like fucking
it's what that
cyano
with carpet glue.
Dude, they're okay, but I don't know whose idea that fucking was.
Like we got these leftover shit. The shit fell off and landed on the floor. It's like, oh my God, there's a candy bar right there.
There's no way Paydays were designed by anybody other than peasants.
Charleston Chews, super high on those.
Charleston Chews are actually good. And they do the mini Charleston Chews. I don't know if they still have those, but they used to sell them in a little box, and those were even better for some reason.
Yeah, they're the mini. Crazy. This thing. Yeah.
You could freeze them, too, if you really want to, if you hate your teeth.
Oh, yeah. Cowtails are good. Super good. Do the cowtails taste different when they're wide?
Holy shit. Hold
this
up.
way than they do stick them? What?
I don't remember what the flavor was.
We got to do a food review.
They did a special version of the cowtails, and it was a different flavor, and I can't remember. Cinnamon roll. Fucking, oh my God. Try those.
Yep. They're super good.
Cinnamon roll cow tails are fucking
How come I haven't heard of
crazy.
those? I've lived under a rock for my whole nutritious career.
Oh, they're crazy. I think they're newer-ish. Yeah. They're newish. That's why.
I like the strawberry cow tails too.
Didn't know that existed. Are we doing a show today or are we just talking candy bars?
I don't know. Is there an ick list or is there not, dude?
Are we doing? Is this an every show thing? Am I supposed to be?
I've zero icks.
Documenting all my icks.
I think icks will naturally flick to the surface.
I don't really have that many icks, to be honest with you.
You don't know the icks until you list the icks, David. That's why there's not.
There's not a lot of them. I hate. I hate. Horse.
I have a page. I have a page of icks.
I don't think I could get to a page.
We're at a page.
Well, me personally, on my own, I could never get to a page.
All right, I'm gonna start tracking which sluts.
Top ick is a slut. That's guaranteed.
Podcast lag. You also have ick. We'll put a little D.
Yeah,
I'll put a little D next to it.
Well, that's okay. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Little D, ick. Put it on there.
Thumb dicks, icks.
Thumb dicks. Get it out.
All right.
That's crazy. Thumb dicks is crazy.
Thumb dicks is crazy.
What is this show turned into?
Not a politics show, David. This was entertainment the whole time. We're just joking about saving the earth, David.
No, I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We're saving the world from pedophiles and thumb dicks.
Thumb dicks. Everybody make dicks big again.
On the show today, Ryan.
It was a gay rant, David, if I ever heard one.
We got a couple things we got to get to still that we missed from yesterday. But the Russia hoax, Kash Patel said there were thousands of documents in burn bags in a locked FBI room. And some of them were pertaining to the Russia hoax, conveniently. Which, speaking of the big story today, Hillary Clinton, it's been discovered that she personally approved the Russia hoax. So that's interesting because we already talked about Obama being in on it. Now Hillary Clinton has official links to it. So that's something. More black mobs. We're going to talk about those. Maybe we're not doing our part, Ryan, in the media space. Maybe it's missing context. Who knows?
I'm sure the 59 minutes of black people harassing white people wasn't part of any.
It's missing context, Ryan. Shame on you. The Pelosi Act we didn't talk about yesterday. We got to get into the Pelosi Act. Tulsi Gabbard.
Who in their right mind says the N-word in front of a bunch of black people? It didn't fucking make sense then. It makes less sense now. You know? Like, oh, look at all 35 of you. I was going to say the worst word I can ever think of. I think I'm going to walk the fuck out of here because white? What?
It's missing context.
Is that what they think? Is that what they think white people think, David? It's weird.
Well, when you live in a world where you think everything is racist, I guess that logic could pan out. But when you live in reality, there's no way in fuck that would happen.
I don't even know what's real anymore.
Tulsi Gabbard has an update on Operation Mockingbird, which is fun.
I thought that didn't exist.
We're going to talk about the LGBT rainbow versus the origins of the rainbow, Ryan. And
David.
Chris Cuomo admits in a car video, nonetheless, to being wrong.
In a car?
He was in a car.
Told you, studio goes with you, dude.
He was doing the car thing. So, as always, Ryan, you get the first pick.
I want Cuomo in a car.
I kind of thought you'd go there. Halfway decent car, Ryan. It's got a sunroof, so, things are looking up.
Oh, is that...
Here is Chris Cuomo.
What I got to do is I'll cut a hole, David,
It's too late. He's too late. He's got you beat. I know a great drunk who could cut holes in the roof, though, Ryan. We used to work with him. Sometimes he would put the switches in upside down, but it's okay. He did his best.
The up was down and down was still up. That's all.
Jesus.
Biggest alcoholic I ever met.
I'm remembering right now.
Stuck in traffic with driving? Nice.
I'm wrong a lot.
This isn't very good traffic.
We don't like to say it. We don't like to admit it. We really don't like to correct it. But that is how you grow and you get to a better place. And it is such a precious commodity right now I've been wrong. I've been wrong about political issues. I've been wrong about people. I've been wrong about myself. I've been wrong about my responsibilities. I've been wrong about my opinions, my tastes, my choices. I've been wrong. And that's okay. Hopefully you learn. Hopefully when you're wrong, you get to a better place if you do the work, unless you stubbornly hold on. And that's where so much of us are stuck. It's not just being wrong, it's refusing to learn what's right. I've been wrong. Have you been wrong? If you say no, you're wrong.
You know what's dope?
Hmm.
You know what's really dope about that?
Who's on
Is I 100. Well, it's triple dope. Triple dope. I am so ahead of the curve, people. Super dope because you know what's funny, Dave? They're in the car because they're trying to be relatable because they're not relatable to you. Isn't that crazy?
Is that why you're in a car? That's why I'm in a house.
Yeah, I'm only relatable to drivers, Dave.
Yeah, I'm relatable to the masses, Ryan, who own homes in America today. So BlackRock CEOs.
BlackRock CEOs. I'm glad you're a trillionaire, Dave. I can't wait to watch you paraglide into.
I will be in space with
Dude, I can't wait for you to
Larry
bring
Fink,
down
Elon Musk, Mark
Dave.
Zuckerberg.
You're gonna spend your whole life bringing down these fucking people. You're gonna finally sail up there to just get caught up in alien pedophiles. And you're gonna be like, "Fuck!"
And then I will
And
take
all
them
your
down to space.
you take that with my cyborg arm. What's dope about Cuomo there? First of all, will he be the next butterfly on the December 17th, 73 fucking character arc tree? All it took was a vaccine that's gonna kill you. It's weird what it does to you, David. Myocarditis or whatever. Long COVID, is that what we call it now?
Maybe long COVID has fixed his brain. I don't know.
Long COVID fixed the retardation. You know what's actually dope is I agree with him 100%. And it's
Yeah.
not even like what he said wasn't even like I think he meant it, is what I'm saying. Dave, look up if he's married.
Okay. Normally when I play these videos, Ryan, it's because I'm about to roast this guy, but I agree with you. I actually posted this one because I think this was good to see.
I have a whole psychological profile right now.
Yes.
How long he's been married?
2001. They have 3 kids.
How old are the children?
Don't know.
Don't say.
Um 22, 19, 15.
Oh, dude. And what? He's got his own show online?
He does. Did he do like a podcast thing? I could be wrong about this.
Because he's not at CNN.
He does. He's just I don't think he's on a major network anymore.
Yeah. Well, my point saying is he's not on CNN. He did the circuit. He made the lap. I'm sure he cashed out high on the 401k chart. Maybe they bankrupted him. But
He joined News Nation in July 2022.
News Nation. Because this, I don't know. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm.
But it's not like a CNN, MSNBC mainstream media site.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sound like I'm wishing ill on anybody or anything, but it almost sounds like this guy's going through like a fucking midlife crisis. You know what I mean? Like his wife's leaving him or something, or he's trying to pivot and do his own thing and like cash out high, or I don't
know if it has to be one specific. I think
I'm just outside in here.
Yeah, but eventually everything has to just catch up with you in general, right? Like eventually,
you think you just sit with yourself long enough?
Yeah, I think so. Like eventually, do you get to a point where your psyche's like, "What are we doing?"
Huh.
Yeah. That has to happen, right? Like he's still, regardless of if we've disagreed with him for so long, like he still is a human, right? Like there has to be a point in his life where he's like, "Dude, what am I fucking doing?" And we played that clip forever ago. when he was on Patrick Bet David's podcast, and he, famously, famous to us at least, said, "On what basis would I ask questions?" And we roasted him for that because it's a ridiculous thing for a guy who's a supposed journalist to say, "On what basis?" On the basis you're a journalist. That's literally the basis. But my problem with him at that point, because he seemed like he was kind of making the rounds and like trying to like apologize for how they handled things on CNN, but without actually apologizing. And at that time, I said, "Listen, there was no like come to Jesus moment here. He's just trying to have people feel sorry for him. Like it didn't seem real then. This might be more of the first step that I was looking for."
Well, it's funny because maybe he got roasted so hard about his on what basis thing. You know what I mean? And then this is actually proof of like on what basis do you ask questions is because you're wrong. Everybody's wrong all the time. That's
Well,
why
that
you
is
ask
that is
questions.
definitely the basis. Yeah, the basis is why would you accept the narrative?
Not even narrative. Like, why don't you drink the brown water instead of the clear crystal blue water? Like, on what basis am I going to ask a question for?
It's all
Am I just
water,
going to
right?
assume it's all water, same water? You told me it's both water.
Yeah, it's water. Drink this
It's a
water.
water. Why am I drinking why would
Well,
I drink that water, not this?
that does take it even deeper because the basis you would ask questions is that you're a human and you have a brain. Like, of course you ask
Knowledge
questions.
is power,
Everybody
right?
should ask questions, and then we get to certain points in life where we're doing something that requires even more questioning, which would be like journalism. So, like, not only should you question because you're a human, you should question extra because you're a journalist. And yet, those people seem to stop questioning things, especially when they're at CNN. And again, we're not believers in Veep here. I don't think he wasn't asking questions because he didn't think he needed to ask questions. I think he wasn't asking questions because he was told not to ask questions.
Do you ready for it? Do you think some of these people that not elite level, I mean, Cuomo's a pretty big family, but let's be honest, they're not their dad.
Cuomo's aren't Clintons. Cuomo isn't um, the
Yeah, Trump,
Bushes. Uh,
Bush's,
yeah,
Trump's, Obama, The Rock. Like, it's
he-
just there's levels to the game, okay?
yeah,
And politics is kind of a popularity contest. Media and entertainment is kind of a popularity contest about who has like if it bleeds, it leads, right? And then like, is he at a point now, David, that he's because we've obviously talked about he lives in New York City or whatever, so maybe like he has to make a $5 million a year for it
yeah.
to be the
Well,
same
he
eighty
probably
thousand
lives.
dollars.
Yeah, probably lives in Jersey, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but you know what I mean. He needs to make his $5 million is our 80,000, and he's at the income, and he's like looking around, and he's seeing all the people that don't make his money like almost happier, saying "fuck you." Like I wonder. It's kind of to your point, Dave, that maybe some of these people get trapped in the money that they don't say "fuck you," or they have the "fuck you" money and then they get a race car, or they get a really expensive wife, and now like that $5 million that they could have had every year is now tied up and shit. This happens to the average person. I'm just scaling it to Cuomo. Like your 50 grand goes quick, your 80 grand can go quick if like you mismanage it. So like I don't know. It is odd to kind of see, are these people, Dave, he's rolling in his car. He had a thought while he was driving. Was he listening to the radio? I doubt it. I doubt you were listening to the radio and thought of something, to be
I,
honest with you. I don't
I
think that's how thoughts work. But
maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was listening to a podcast or something, and maybe something just kind of provoked him a little bit.
yeah, sure. But there had to be how many hours of reflection before that? Because
Well,
in reality,
without even thinking that he was reflecting in a
well,
way,
I mean,
just like natural.
sometimes the door is actually the other way. You're not opening the door gets blown open from the other side. Like all that nerve power is fucking wired and sat there, and it's like we need to use this shit or we're gonna burn it out. You know, I don't know. Chris Cuomo, if he comes full circle, that'd be dope. But Yeah, I don't know. I hate his family. I hate what his brother did to the New York State Constitution, to the economy, to like I don't appreciate it. So, but
Well, and he was right there on CNN to cover it up.
yeah, so
Was that wrong, Chris? I mean, a serious question. It's the video's great and everything. It's a nice acknowledgement that he does certainly think he was wrong. It's kind of put with like the side of I'm wrong, I was wrong, but also you're wrong. Kind of like it's like whoa, okay. I mean, yes, everyone has moments where they're wrong, of course, but like don't try to like justify your past with other people. Just maybe he wasn't doing that, but that's kind of a little bit what it seemed like. Or maybe he was just trying to convince people that to just look more inward and be like, listen, just don't think you're always right about everything too. And I mean that's right. That's right to think that way. But I don't know. Was it wrong? Was it wrong to cover up for a big pharma company? Was it wrong to cover up for your brother and what he did to the state of New York? Was it wrong to just constantly drive narratives at a major news source? I think he
and
thinks
just say it's because I believe the narrative like Tucker Carlson.
I think
I think that's
I think he does
part of the
think it was wrong though. That's part of this video.
yeah, he's got guilt. I think Tucker's going so hard because he feels like he has to wash his hands from like just trusting and enabling these people.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe that drives him like extra. A
Like
combination of just
it's
that.
triple fuck you.
Yeah, it
Like you
could.
lied to me and I helped you lie.
Yeah. Yeah, combination. Yeah, combination for sure. He had that moment where he went, "Holy shit, this is actually real. I've been wrong." Chris Cuomo, we look inward, we see that we're wrong. I've been wrong, but worse than that, I've been helping cover up the real stories. And for
My
how long?
brother did it. My brother did it. I have to sacrifice my family, my wife, my children. They're all tied to them. How does that work? Andrew Cuomo got divorced not too long ago, a couple of years ago. He was married to Sandra Lee.
I don't want to
Um,
I don't want to say, certainly that would be forgivable, but let me say this. It would be more understandable if Chris Cuomo, if the one thing wrong he did was cover up for his brother, at least I could kind of understand it.
I don't doubt that.
But it was encompassed with everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, like, dude, if your brother's gonna poison a nation, dude, you probably shouldn't help him. So yeah, I mean, you look inward, like you said, Dave, and then what's next? What do you do with it? Do you go to the dragon and kill him in his dungeon when he's a small little frail dragon, or kill him at the gate when he's fully born? And because I keep thinking about, we had Dr. Mike Tremont on a few weeks ago, David. By now, what, a month and a half ago? And when he touched base with us, he had 3 pillars of like what he thought was going to happen, and one of them was civil disobedience. And are we seeing? Because these people, look, let's be honest. If you think billionaires are going to let millionaires on yachts and planes, they're not. I've always said this about people. Like, rich people, they hate each other just as much as we hate the rich. Like, they have the disdain against other rich people. There's an ego with money. Money is a cruel mistress. All that stuff. So, like, I just think it's worth mentioning that, like, I think maybe Chris Cuomo was looking around and seeing the bottom fall out of a couple things, and he's realizing really what's important. It's like a spiritual thing, man. You're seeing these people flip around. Doesn't like happen like this.
No, but it is nice to see. As long as everything is sincere and he is being serious and he's going to make changes based off of this. I mean, I got nothing bad to say then. And that doesn't mean Chris Cuomo has to just jump and go full Tucker Carlson. I don't think anyone expects that. But if you can at least acknowledge, step one is acknowledging you were wrong, but then step two would be making the changes to become right, I suppose. And
Form
you know,
yourself, right?
yeah, I mean, those two things happen, and then we get to a scenario where us and Chris Cuomo disagree on some stuff, that's fine. As long as I have good faith that he's at least trying to do the right thing, we can disagree on stuff. But I can never be okay. I can be okay with that, but I can never be okay with we disagree, but we disagree because you're maybe trying to cover up because you're told to cover up because you're just doing your job because that's what you're told to do. I can't get on board with that. If it's in bad faith and we disagree, I'm out.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. I just hope like his personal life is like good and stuff. Like I don't want nothing bad to happen to people. But it's just I feel like when people his age say stuff like that, it's like they're going through like this life wave in my experience sometimes that they're just like, yeah, man, you know what? I was just wrong for a long time. I was
It's
just
hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say what happened in his. Maybe something did happen in his personal life. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. But
yeah, I don't know. It's just funny because I think, I come from dysfunction in a way, and I always think the wealthy people don't have dysfunction, but they do, obviously. But a lot of them are more secure than the average person, let's be honest. And it's just interesting how those people navigate when they're in positions of power. Like these people that have never needed to want for anything, they have all the sway, they have the power, they have the infrastructure. And then people start waking up on the outside and it motivates them to wake up on the inside. And now they got to fight from the very thing. Like Chris Cuomo could go down as one of the greatest men to ever live if he like were to help bring down global pedophiles because he initially helped them.
well, that would, quite frankly, I mean, that would make him better man than Trump, right? Like if we think Trump is complicit in covering up global pedophile rings with ties to intelligence agencies, and Chris Cuomo, of all the things he's done in the past, all the wrong he's done, if he were to come out and actually do something about something at that level, which I mean I don't know how he could, but if he just say were to, like I would I would put him above a lot of people. But that takes, that's a lot. I would just like to see him go down the kind of like the right path here where he's not going to choose what stories to cover based on if it's, confirmation bias for his political preferences. Like that seems like how they operated at CNN. And I'm sure it was all by design, as we always say.
Well, it's not like Project Mockingbird existed, David.
Well, apparently it still exists, Ryan. Which
What?
shouldn't be surprising for one, but let's just say this. Tulsi Gabbard, Ryan. Let me find it. Tulsi Gabbard says that Operation Mockingbird is still ongoing inside the CEA or CIA, and she is quote actively trying to shut it down.
Really? How did she say this on
Imagine that.
Twitter?
Let me find it. But first, Ryan, do you want to remind everyone what Project Mockingbird is?
David, if I'm not mistaken, it's when the CIA, I believe in the 50s, started funding media, movies, magazines, and entertainment, Hollywood, and basically anything that would project entertainment through media of television and radio and print. And they started influencing it so that they could basically control narratives and basically brainwash the American people. It's one of the things when I bring up political Stockholm syndrome, Dave, and I always on the program reference that they'll issue 10,000 articles and you won't ever see the one that is actually telling the truth. That's a rebuttal to all of those. We've covered them on the program. We zip through them. We show you that the headline is one thing and then the body of the article is something else. What the fuck do you think that is? It's Operation Mockingbird. That's an example in real time. Now, here's the thing, people get caught up in like, well, but the thing is, it's not that the article is changing. That one article isn't the point, people. It's like scale that. It's all the articles are fucking lies. all of the apparatus and lies, all of the movies are contrived. All of them. Because bare minimum, right? Bare minimum, David, let's say 10% of them are crooked. That's a lot. And I'm supposed to think that the government only has 10% of the media pie. Come on, they're addictive like everything else. That thing grows 3% guaranteed every year at least, right, David? GDP. They'll enslave the earth for profits. I'm supposed to believe that their entertainment, propaganda, mind control apparatus got less funding as it got more and more powerful, and as social media and all these other types of entertainment and everything. And now they're all blending because let's be honest, everything is just stream. When you think about stream, it's just like water. It's just like a flow of information. They literally have the flow. You think they're going to give up flow? It's flow state. They're, oh my God, how beautiful. They literally own flow state because when the more you look at your phone, the less you're likely to be in flow state because they take your dopamine. This is so funny. I didn't mean to do the biology thing, David, but they have the flow. They always have. They've always done it. We've always showed you. It's how they got away with all these things 9/11, fucking this and that, the Trump spy grid, like the whole Chris Cuomo, like the whole rise of independent media, the whole censorship of independent media, the whole test against the whole jailing Alex Jones for his political speech. What do you think that all is? What do you think that all ties into? Why do you think I get so mad and so personal? They are brainwashing you in real time to disagree with me when they're the criminals. I didn't break the law. I didn't sabotage my country against itself. I didn't commit treason. I didn't take your civil liberties. I didn't stage acts of terrorism to wage war on third world countries. I didn't arm militia groups and overthrown fucking duly elected governments, but because our government didn't elect, I didn't do that. The CIA did all of that. They literally did all of that. They interfered in our own election. Democracy, the bedrock of democracy, the oldest democracy on earth is America, continuous democracy ever. I'm supposed to just think that I'm supposed to allow this. This was inherited to us. Democracy is not a guarantee, people. There's banana republics, is there not, David? But then I forgot that's just a clothing brand. You see how they own the entertainment and fashion sectors. Ain't that some shit, dude? So that's Operation Mockingbird. David and I break it down every week. It's one of the reasons why YouTube targeted us because it's literally what the algorithm is. It's based around Operation Mockingbird. It is the algorithm. It is the Ministry of Truth. That's what it is. It always was. The NSA spy grid, part of Operation Mockingbird, 100%. What do you think they're gathering the data for?
Just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun to learn how to use it to better predict the future.
Just curious.
Which is why they need AI. They need AI. Look, and I'll even go further. They need all your data now to predict the future then so that they can use artificial intelligence to steer the masses of all humanity. Because they want to
for that to happen, Ryan, you'd have to be able to prove that AI is better at changing minds than humans.
It already is, David, and they will blackmail you to make you believe that. And I'm also supposed to believe that following truth in science promotes lesser science, David, because they speak in double speak. It's like pig Latin,
they lie, they're more trustworthy.
Yeah, it's like pig Latin, but political.
Political pig Latin.
The crazy thing is I see it or I think I see it or whatever, but in reality, they showed you because they're psychopaths. They're literal psychopaths.
That was the one thing that tripped me up when Kevin brought that up. Though it all cleared up. I was like, if you were trying to do this in secret, why would you tell everyone? Well, that's why they can't help themselves. They literally cannot help themselves.
Yeah, well, because you love the murder mystery criminology. Alex always told us that's why they write the white papers. They get they probably jerk off to that shit. Literally. Like they're siphoning adrenochrome. Come on, people. They're not doing that, but they got islands with kids. Come on. Now, here's the other thing. People are like, well, what are you going to do about it? You just drive around your car and talk shit, Dave. You just go to work every day. Like, dude, at some point, somebody's got to do something, right? We don't know what to do. That's part of the podcast. literally trying to save humanity. These people steer your information. They told you they shut it down. Isn't that part of the Operation Mockingbird, is to think it doesn't fucking exist? Voldemort in Harry Potter, you can't say his name because he appears. That's the algorithm.
I think that's Beatles.
You say, I want a table and chairs, and the shit's on Facebook. That's Voldemort. That's literal Voldemort. The Death Eater, come on. It's the fucking, not the ring wraith. It's the ring wraith in Lord of the Rings. What's the fucking, the things that Expecto Patronum? What's the...
Death,
Dementors?
Dementors. Yeah. Why did I almost
the
say
Dementors. They feed,
the
what do they feed off of? Your happy moments? What do you think your screen, it takes your dopamine. What is dopamine, David? The feel-good chemical. Isn't that some shit? Comes out of a forest where what? Fucking apples are? That's weird. I got an Apple fucking cell phone, not ran by the government. Ha ha. Have enough money. They have more money than governments. They are a government.
They're also shadowy figures.
They literally are a government. They have more money than governments. How are they not government? Because they don't have a military? They're all the militaries. They have the data of the military. I don't trust Tulsi Gabbard. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, they still got Operation Mockingbird. Duh.
No, they just went away with it. They just
no, they spent $10 trillion. They just built the fucking thing that drains. They have to drain water reservoir just to fucking collect my data. I said that this was 10 years ago I seen this shit. We're like, what is going on here? And then you start digging. They're like, yeah, they're going to do all this stuff. We're like, that's fucking crazy. Here we are. Don't get upset. They're just fucking our kids, sucking your data and stealing your dopamine. It's hilarious. What's funny, David, is when I started fighting back against these people, you get a better dopamine rush. It's better. It's better to use the machine to fight the machine. Believe me. Yeah. Oh, what Tulsi Gabbard say about it's just going on? Like, do you have?
Yeah. No, I don't have a direct thing. It was a story about it, but it's pretty much that cut and dry.
That they've just been political Stockholming syndrome.
Here's the thing too, because it says she's actively trying to shut it down.
How the fuck you shut down a secret shadowy government, David?
Well, I don't know, but let's assume she's successful, right? Let's say good job. She does it. 6 months from now, she shut it down. Great job. Tulsi killed it. What happens in 3 years when she's out of the government? They're just going to leave it shut down? They're not going to fire that thing right fucking back up?
See, that's what almost makes me wonder at what point of the system does it stop? You know, because it's like dog catcher, post office, police officer, sheriff.
Oh, you're saying like how far does it trickle down?
Well, just in general, like when do you like click, 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 and then it's like, boop, that's it. Nope, we'll take it from here. I know it's like the federal government, but even in the federal government, right? You got like your first circuit judge, your second circuit judge, and it's like, we'll take it from here.
What was always said about George Soros? Doesn't he actively
he goes after local judges because it's a better return on his investment. He prevents it from getting to the federal level. He'll just spend $5,000 instead of $50 million.
Imagine how
that's his words.
It's logical and it makes sense though, because think of this: like, how much money would it cost to buy off a Supreme Court justice? Like, that's
you don't need to buy anybody. I'll just brainwash you with ChatGPT. I've been blackmailed on Tinder. The T app leaked. I'm fucking serious. What are they doing to politicians? Come on. I've been blackmailed on a dating app.
The Tinder story is great. Jesus Christ.
I've been blackmailed. Spitzer got caught fucking Miss America
You
at
were
truck stops in New York State. We had stickers that said she's a Spitzer. It was fucking great. No, the mob doesn't run Buffalo. Are you out of your mind?
you were blackmailed by an ick, Ryan.
Blackmailed
Tinder's
by a
ick.
mob, dude.
I'm saying Tinder.
Tinder's dating apps are
Girls on Tinder ick.
icked.
You remember the first time I met Ryan?
What?
No.
At that wedding?
Oh, half sleeves.
When you were trying to hook up with that one girl, but then she started making out with another girl.
And everybody was reading.
My boss's wife.
Everybody at the table left to go quote read the paper. Wait, do you remember that? It was
dude. Everybody remembers it. I feel like I remember a different. Was reading the paper
smoking weed?
Yeah. Inhaling, exhaling something. Yeah.
Just smoking weed. Yeah, they just all left and they were like, "We're gonna go read the paper." I'm like, "All right, go have fun."
This was a long time ago. Like it wasn't so acceptable.
Steve's wedding.
This is the first wedding I could drink at. I was literally 21, like 2 weeks before his wedding. So it was like literally the first time I could drink in public outside of like my birthday. I got fucking grinding on my boss's teacher wife.
Fuck, I was just thinking, like, how old were you?
I was what, like 16? 17?
I would have older than that, yeah.
No, I wasn't.
Ryan, how much older than you?
I was born in 91.
You're born in 94? Yeah. 18.
I have a late birthday. October birthday.
Yeah. September birthday.
Same thing.
Fucking Steve's birthday. Read the paper.
Yo, fuck. Even if you were 17, get after it, Dave. I don't give a shit. Give a fuck. What? What?
Ryan,
I'm from a different time, dude. It's just not the same. The world's not the same. It's just not the same.
Like a couple weeks ago,
You're
I finally
50. Like, leave her alone. But Jesus Christ, dude, just fucking kids are kids. I don't know what to say.
Ryan, a couple weeks ago, I finally admitted to my mom when I was a teenager that I was sneaking out of the house and going 2 hours away to stay at David's apartment.
You're fucking young and dumb. What's funny is look at where you are. You know what's crazy? That's what I'm saying. It's just like, dude, when I left to go to college, I had zero idea how anything worked. You know, it might have been the best thing I ever fucking did. I don't know. I was dumb. I was stupid. Still
driving down the street with my car on fire. Yeah, I'm still kind of dumb, but like.
her fucking fan clutch sees the thing overheated to like 1,000. She's fucking driving down the road. She's like, she calls me. I'm at Basil. She's like, my car is smoking. I'm like, oh, where'd you pull over? She's like, I said, you pulled over, right? No, she was driving down the road.
Driving.
Then we had
overheating
fucking
vehicle.
Scoot Magooch go pick her up.
Scoot, dude.
I got to ride in the tow truck.
Oh, that guy got fired for stealing stuff.
And then he pawned it.
We had the one heroin addict too. I remember the one guy we had. He got like his first paycheck, and then like the next day he comes in, he's like, "I got weird scratches on my arms." So I woke up, and he had band-aids there. And then a week later, tools started missing. Like, this is odd. Fucking A. Oh, what about the gay rainbow? What about the rainbow flags?
Yeah, I got it. I actually told somebody the other day about, was it Rich? Tow truck driver? He was diabetic, and every morning he'd come in with a 2-liter of Pepsi and fucking
2-liter Pepsi.
The powdered donuts.
So fat.
Fuck.
He's like, I just
he had kidney stones. Dude, I told the
man.
kidney stone story because I remember he had kidney stones, and we're like, yeah, it's probably all the pop you drank. And he's like, oh no, I don't think it's that. I'm like, okay, you're right, it's probably genetic. Dude, he had a 2-liter every morning. He wasn't a bad guy by any stretch of the imagination, but holy fuck. The rainbow, Ryan. Do you know the origins of the rainbow?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, David, the origins of the rainbow. I think so. The origins of the rainbow is actually based off like a Viking peace sign that was like a dead tree. And then sometime during like the gay revolution, they took it. And the reason they use it is for like literal satanic reasons. The reason that it was flipped or inverted into represent homosexuality is directly tied to some kind of ritual of like satanic origins. That's what I think, if I'm remembering.
That sounds like the opposite of what it well, satanic sounds like the opposite of church, but here's a church describing why the rainbow is the rainbow.
Yeah, Micah, it meant that there was dry land that the dove could find the olive leaf. That was a symbol that God used and that we continue to use today at our church. What other symbol from the Noah's Ark story can you remember? There's another symbol in that story. Yes, Carter, a rainbow. Look, we've got some rainbows. I have a rainbow bracelet today. A rainbow.
So I'm gonna keep going in a second, but like she points to her like. Do you remember when this flag came out? It's like the LGBT flag, but then they threw in like
brown people, black people,
brown and black, and then they did like a Palestinian symbol at some point. Like they just like started mixing like random shit together. Do you ever have like 3 boxes of cereal that are all different cereals, but you don't have like enough to make a bowl of cereal, so you just toss all 3 boxes into the same bowl? Like that's what that flag turned into. It's like the most random. It's just a hodgepodge of different activist things. Anyways, here she goes, continuing to completely not teach religion.
Do you know that rainbows are another kind of symbol beyond what God intended the rainbow to mean? Jarian. It is a symbol for LGBTQ plus people. That is right. And they're beautiful. I agree. I'm going to show you. There are doors with rainbow decals in each one of those pictures. Whose doors are those? They are the churches. All of the doors to the outside, we have those rainbow decals on our doors. And that is a symbol to people who come to our church that all people are welcome here. They're a symbol so that everyone can see, but there is a special it's a special welcome to a group of people which we have already named, and those are people who call themselves LGBTQ plus, right? They might call themselves other kinds of things too. Katie, what do you call yourself?
Well, I call myself the same word that I just talked about a little bit up there. I identify as a queer woman, which means that I'm attracted to other women and not men.
Okay, so Katie identifies as queer. When people see those rainbows on the doors, it is a symbol to them that they are really welcome in this church. I would also like to say we do have people here, part of our church family, who are LGBTQ plus. We do already. So when those people see the rainbows around our church, that means that that it's a symbol of our love to them. We want them here to be part of our church family too.
Off to the races. Yeah, I don't know. Ryan. Maybe it's missing context, Ryan. I would hate to share a video missing context.
I just don't understand how there's no need to teach children about sexuality.
Yeah, I just don't see how that's as necessary.
I think we can skip sex ed on fucking children.
I mean, from what I'm looking at, the ages of the kids seem to range a little bit, but it's like they're pretty young.
It's prepubescent.
Yeah, certainly. They're pretty young.
My theory on the rainbow flag is that they fucking put it on everything for children, so by the time they are of age, they just associate that's the thing that you do. It's on all little girl stuff, dude. Everything has a fucking rainbow. It's bothersome. It's cultural Marxism. It's cultural Stockholm syndrome. They're forcing it on you. And you can't even stop it because it's Overton window. They do it over 15 years and you'll never beat them because it's a corporation and an ideology doing it. It's not a person.
Does it seem like they've? I don't know enough about this specifically. Does it seem intentional that they are in a church?
Yeah.
Like almost like they're infiltrating like the last kind of
There
fighting.
is, Dave. You look it up. Look up the Homeland Security Department of Homeland Security doctrine that they will infiltrate the churches, that they will go to churches during times like emergencies.
So
And I know people.
the Department of Homeland Security document.
Yeah, it's a Department of Homeland Security that under certain stipulations that they will reach out to churches and they'll work with churches and promote through churches.
Who's they?
The Department of Homeland Security. Maybe FEMA as well.
Hold on, we'll see what we can come up with.
The point in saying that is it was referenced. I remember this. This is old, so it may take a minute to find. But the point in talking about it is that these organizations have already talked about infiltrating our churches. They get a 401c3p or whatever fucking tax exemption already, so they have them financially. They don't pay taxes. They have them economically because a lot of people don't go to church. And the people that do probably donate, have a lot of sway in that church. And wealthy churches are wealthy for a reason. Yeah, but it's cultural Marxism. You infiltrate the faith, the family, and the foundations like the economy, the arts, education.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I don't see anything like that. I believe you. I just don't remember what the context of that was.
Yeah, all the same. What else we got?
Pelosi Act, Ryan. Now, this is not this isn't like passed and ready to go to the president's desk or anything like that. All it simply has done is gone through a Senate committee meeting and passed in that specific context 8-7. And the Pelosi Act, what it does is it bans insider trading by Congress members.
Oh, that's weird.
And
I thought they couldn't insider trading. I thought they couldn't insider.
Well, they just want to really make sure, just in case. And Pelosi took great offense to it. She said, "Well, this is crazy. First of all, I don't even hold stocks. My husband does. But secondly,
That's why. That's
not
what
doing
makes
any
it
insider trading. He's just
trading.
well, yeah, but he's not inside, Ryan. His wife is.
You
And he's not using the information that she has. He just is good at it.
God, marriage. I don't know if you've heard this, but I heard a black guy tell me that he married his wife because it would prevent the cops from interviewing all of his ex-girlfriends. So he basically got married so that it would could interview. They could only interview like the last year of his life as far as girlfriends. Ain't that some shit? These people use marriage as a loophole. Loophole, David. Instead of
Loophole.
loops, they leap.
Loophole.
Loophole.
Yeah, it bans insider trading. That is.
I don't insider trade. I just tell my husband that we're working on these laws. You mean the guy that got attacked by a fucking guy with a hammer?
Yeah, that guy. But he's just really good at what he does.
Super competent.
Yeah, way better at stocks than
Nancy Pelosi's a robot at this point. All right, so are we expecting this to actually go anywhere?
Nope. It's one of those things. It's like term limits, right? For people in Congress. It's like I think it's a really good idea, in my opinion. It's a great idea. There's a lot of people who make the case that it's a good idea. But now you're required to wait and hope that people in Congress throw themselves out. So it seems unlikely that that'll ever happen. And this is the same way. This would what? Make them all less rich because they're not going to be able to get free money insider trading? And then we expect them to do the right thing.
David, this tells
I
me
just
that
can't
they
see it.
don't even need insider trading to get rich.
Do they need it to get rich? Maybe not. But it probably makes it a lot easier.
I mean to say is like the system they have is more advanced than insider trading. Like
Like
they're
getting paid off
20.
by shadowy figures.
Yeah, they're just 20. Yeah, that 10 million I made in the stock market is nothing to the billion I got from fucking Rothschild. So just think it's
we're almost
insider trade. That's what I'm
I didn't
saying.
re-
Like they were comfortable with us knowing that they insider traded. This is like how I told you AI's here, so they don't really need us to go to college. So they're like, yeah, fucking college is free. It's because the rich people don't need us.
Right, I didn't realize we've been going for almost an hour already. We got to do Black Mob, and then we can't clickbait our audience again. We got to talk Hillary Clinton.
All right, let's go.
I didn't know it. I lost track of time.
Greatest podcast.
Well, we were so excited to talk about Charleston Chews. I'm sure this video is just missing context, Ryan.
Now, the attorney in this case says this happened earlier this month at a Fellowship of Christian Athletes football camp at Presbyterian College. The family says their child knew about the attack beforehand, so he set up a phone to record it. The family's attorney says the boys involved are Daniel High School football players. School district leaders in Pickens County say they are investigating and working with law enforcement.
A woman from Massachusetts.
Now, the attorney in this case says this happened earlier this
They're just teeing off.
Not a kid, might ruin his whole life. No worries.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. You recover fast when you're a kid. You'll be all right.
It's weird, dude.
It's just missing context. You know what sucks too? Is literally this kind of shit is literally what makes racism come back. In all seriousness.
Yeah. That's why it's promoted.
Well, yeah, I mean, what better way to spark a race war than this? I don't think New York Post does a bad job or anything. I really don't. I think they do okay. But can they get funding somewhere else, please? Because all I'm trying to do is put up a post from New York Post, and it is fucking loaded with ads everywhere. Everywhere you turn, I can't scroll down the page without being punched with ads. Read the documents that prove Hillary Clinton okayed the plans to smear Trump with Russia collusion. Hillary Clinton signed off, Ryan. Hillary Clinton signed off on a plan hatched by top campaign advisor to smear then candidate Donald Trump with false claims of Russia collusion and distract from her own mounting email scandal during the 2016 campaign, according to explosive intelligence files declassified on Thursday. Now, remember this. A while ago, we covered a story that Hillary Clinton's campaign was fined because campaign finances were misallocated. That's all the fine was for. But when you read into the story, you found that they were misallocated in that they went to pay for a false Russian dossier. It was literally the evidence was there. It was the check. It was provided to create this false Russian narrative. And it was her campaign that did it. Nobody wants to see fucking Train. This ad really popped up right now. Train is
Your favorite?
fucking off. I
Your
can't
favorite.
stand Train.
Your second favorite band behind Maroon 5.
And we put Bruce Springsteen up there too. They are all fucking awful.
I'm not a Spruce.
Their campaign got fine. I can't stand Bruce. He's so bad.
David really likes the Christmas song that he sings.
It's the worst. The worst.
Santa Claus,
First of all, the song. The song itself is so bad. But like they're doing like the pre-song, they're on stage, and he's like, "Merry Christmas, baby! Hey Bruce, what'd you do this Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it so much. What'd you do over these holidays? Shut the fuck up. I want to punch that guy. I'm not even a violent person. If I saw Bruce Springsteen, I would punch him square in the face. I would go to prison. It would be my proudest moment.
Sam.
He's so the fake fucking rasp. He is fucking awful. Yeah, the campaign, Ryan, the Hillary Clinton campaign was caught funding the Russian dossier, the fake dossier, which was part of the Russian collusion hoax, and they were hit with a fine. That was it. It was just a fine. Campaign misallocated finances. No big deal. So we knew this forever ago already because we read. But here it is now. More is coming out. The 24-page intelligence annex was compiled from memos and emails obtained by the Obama administration in the lead up to the election day that laid out confidential conversations between leaders of the Democratic National Committee, including Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz and liberal billionaire George Soros, Open Society Foundations. Again, it's just interesting to see how everybody ties it to George Soros all the time. It's fucking wild. The plot, the brainchild of the Clinton campaign's then foreign policy advisor, Julianne Smith, included raising the theme of Putin's support for Trump and subsequently steering public opinion toward the notion that it needs to equate the Russian leader's political influence campaign with actual hacking of election infrastructure. Remember, they told everyone, and you'd have to be retarded to believe this, they told everyone that Russia stole the 26th election with $50,000 in Facebook ads. And we did math live on the show. It would buy like 10,000 likes on a Facebook post. Like it was, there was just no shot, no chance it's stolen election. Anybody with half a brain and any logic would have known that. Smith would go on to serve as the former President Joe Biden's ambassador to NATO. I don't have any comment, she told the Post when reached by phone on Thursday. Open Society Senior Vice President Leonard Bernardo was looped in on the scheme and laid out its intended effect in a series of emails in late July 2016. Julie says it will be long-term affair to demonize Putin and Trump. Bernardo was quoted as writing July 25th, now is good for the post-convention bounce. Later, the FBI will put more oil into the fire. The FBI will put more oil into the fire. The FBI was complicit in trying to steal this election in the emails, according to these people who were trying to steal the election. 2 days later, Bernardo wrote, HRC approved Julia's idea about Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections. HRC, Hillary Rodham Clinton, presumably. That should distract people from her own missing email, especially if the affair goes to the Olympic level. The quote is crazy. That should distract people from her own missing email. HRC, Hillary Rodham Clinton, presumably, and then followed up with more context about her missing emails.
Mm-hmm.
The point is making Russian play a U.S. domestic issue. Bernardo also stated in absence of direct evidence, CrowdStrike and Threat Connect will supply the media. Hopefully carry on to give more facts. Special counsel John Durham uncovered these files during a multi-year probe into intelligence activities during the 2016 election. And they have some of the actual files here. Document cam. Obama has no intention to darken the final part of his presidency and legacy by the scandal surrounding the main contender from the DP. To solve the problem, the president puts pressure on FBI Director James Comey through Attorney General Lynch, however, so far without concrete results. The Obama administration...
Under normal circumstances, I would inquire for Hillary to be arrested, but I would not do it under this circumstance.
Yeah, well, this particular case, James Comey, certainly would not recommend that she goes to prison for all these crimes that I very much laid out for you today. It was so weird. Everyone knew how weird that speech was because he literally laid out the perfect case for why Hillary Clinton is a criminal and should go to jail forever. And then he's like, but I'm not going to recommend that. It was like a weird, like, somebody else do it kind of thing. Like, I'm not going to do it, but somebody else probably should. Wink, wink. Durham consulted the FBI and the CIA, both of which assessed that the information was likely authentic, but couldn't corroborate exact copies of Bernardo's emails with open society foundations. The CIA also determined that the intelligence was not the product of Russian fabrications. Smith was at minimum playing a role in the Clintons' campaign efforts to tie Russia to Trump. Durham concluded. The Trump-Russia investigation was part of what a March 2016 memo included in the annex described as two-pronged DP, Democratic Party, opposition that is focused on discrediting Trump. Among other things, the Clinton staff, with the support from special services, is preparing scandalous revelations of business relations between Trump and Russian mafia. It's pretty crazy how deep this goes. If you ever met someone who didn't believe in like shadowy elite deep state figures and things like that, have them read something like this. Just read something like this once.
Yeah, it's 48 Laws of Power.
There's multiple ties to multiple intelligence agencies throughout this story. There's multiple administrations tied into the story. It's deep.
It's galactic.
So right now we're going off emails of Clinton staffer. So, how much can you go off of that, Ryan? Who knows?
I don't know. People familiar with the matter will tell us, David, when it turns out to be true.
Turns out to be true. We have the Obama administration tied into this. We have Hillary Clinton tied into this. We have CIA, FBI tied into this. George Soros is tied into this. Former chair of the DNC is tied into this.
Trifecta.
And it was all in an attempt to what? To stop Trump.
Steal an election from the American people. I don't know. That's crazy. Not surprising, but still crazy.
Do you think it more has to do with Trump, or it has more to do with just in general the like they wouldn't have gone to these lengths to stop like a John McCain, right?
Well, first they try to kill you, then they slander you. Do the tape math. They did all that. Didn't work. Got to go big, go home. But it's just all coming to light now, which makes me wonder: is that asteroid really a spaceship, David?
Well, it's 150 million miles away, so it's hard to see from here.
So aliens can get here and live 150,000. Nothing makes sense, I don't know. What else you say?
She's eating her other Reese cup.
It's the end of the show.
So you have a pre and a post show Reese cup?
Yeah.
Training the brain to get that dopamine release. Dave Ryan, December 17th, 73. Catch us on Rumble for the greatest podcast in all of human history. As always, David, I appreciate you most for your time. Sam and Eve as well. And I'll see everybody. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, see y'all tomorrow.
Yes. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.
Don't forget the license story.
The
license. But the license story. I have a story.
I'm gonna have to write it down because I'll forget.
Write it down.
Well, I'm writing the license story.
Write fast.
Hold on, we gotta wait. License story. Don't forget. Got it.
Dave Ryan, 71773.